Got this to build a small form factor artist's PC for my graphics display. It uses ITX mini motherboards from Intel and Ryzen. I tried a full-sized ATX power supply but it doesn't sit in the square slot for the power supply. Recommended you purchase a SFX power supply or a smaller size supply that will fit in this slot. It's a nice looking case and can fit standard GPUs. I was able to fit a 2TB HDD3, 5mm and a 2.5mm SSD on the side cage near the vent. It comes with on the 190mm rear fan for exhaust. It comes with a dust filter for a front 80mm case fan for intake heater install. The bottom can hold 2 plus 120mm CPU fans to intake air for the GPU and parts that sit above it. You can install 1 plus 120mm fan at the top. I've included a photo of a full-sized ATX PSU and you notice the clearance for the GPU is blacked and it does not rest or sit flush in that slot as it passes beyond the lower metal tab. Only use a SFX or small form factor PSU. The basic chassis for under $60 is fantastic to work with. It's got a good solid layout and for something low power you can really fit a lot of equipment into it. If you want to pack powerful hardware into this it's going to need some tweaking. If you put in a beefy video card you absolutely have to get rid of the stock feet. They totally choke the video card's ability to gather cool air. I bought this case for the sole purpose of modding the heck out of it and that was the first thing I planned on. I was also able to modify the case to accept a 140mm fan in the front, losing the ability to install an odd BTW. I also trimmed the stock plastic fascia and make the entire care dimensionally smaller. The case is cheap enough yet sturdy enough to allow modding like this to your heart's content. I'm actually thinking of getting another one to make a vertical case out of. Mod away my friends. The case is a very nice form factor. I love the case. It is incredibly nice looking, and every aspect of it feels very high quality. Incredibly sturdy. I am very pleased with the case, but it does not fit my graphics card comfortably. This is not a design fault, just that I simply didn't look good enough at the dimensions. I have an MSI AMD R9 390, it can fit in the case, but the side panel will not close all the way. Other than that I am very pleased with my purchase. This is an awesome case. It was my first small form factor build. You can fit a lot in there for how small it is. It was a little hard to manage the cables but if you take your time it turns out great. I wanted to be able to see my hardware so I cut out some plexiglass to fit in the side panel. It looked great but my temps rose too high so I swapped it out for the mesh that it came with. This turned out perfect however because if you have LEDs in your case and you take out the removable swinging bracket, you can see everything in your case through the stock mesh. The one thing you have to consider when getting this case is your power supply. I just grabbed one because I thought all ATX power supplies were the same size. They are not. The first PSU I got was too big and I could not fit my graphics card in. Click link in description for more reviews.